there seems to be a huge push in the industry towards encouraging and inspiring people into engineering. But do you think that this is important?
Hell yeah. For lots of different reasons, but certainly I think collectively humanity is facing some of the most complex challenges that we've ever faced. You know, from ensuring access to clean drinking water in the developing world, boosting cybersecurity, or better harnessing renewable energy, maybe even finding the holy grail of clean energy with fusion power. And of course, who's going to solve these challenges? Of course, it'll be down to our next generations of engineers. And yeah, we need a hell of a lot more engineers. You know, in the UK alone, it's predicted that we need to start doubling the number of engineers that we produce each year. And failure to do so is going to impact everything from our society and our economy and our planet and our future. So it's not just that I think inspiring more engineers is important. I can't actually think of anything that's more important.
If we need to inspire this many people into engineering, what's the best way to do it?
Well, actually, that's the good news, because I believe that revolution has already begun through this wonderful cultural phenomena called the Maker Movement, that fundamentally is about inspiring or encouraging people to adopt engineering as a hobby. So kind of in the same way that you don't need to be a classically trained artist to paint a picture, the Maker Movement states that you no longer need to be a veteran engineer with access to hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of heavy machinery to do engineering.
And so how are you getting involved with this Maker Movement then?
Well, actually, at NI, we're embracing it in lots of different ways. One good example is an initiative that I lead here at NI UK that we call the Intern Maker Project. So each year at this office, we hire about 20 undergraduate engineers to join us for a year-long placement. But we give them one full week off their day jobs. We give them one NI My Rio, and we give them all £100 maximum spending budget, and we ask them to go crazy, to invent some kind of super cool, creative gadget or tech demo. Every year we are blown away with the incredible things these guys do under those tight constraints.
So can you share with us some of your favourite examples of Maker projects?
Yeah. Well, one immediately springs to mind. It's called My Floppy Drive Orchestra, where the intern programmed his My Rio to read in the music from any MIDI file, convert those musical notes into PWM signals that he then uses to move the cranky old stepper motors inside old floppy disk drives. I think my very, very favourite project though was My Musical Tesla. The student built his own Tesla coil, so he hand wound the primary and secondary coils, he fabricated all of the power electronics, and then he uses his My Rio to modulate the sparks such that he can play music. It was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. I thought it deserved to be on stage with Muse or Metallica or someone. Yeah, extraordinary stuff.
All of those projects sound incredible, but what I want to know is, if they dream big enough, can that project turn into a career?
Yeah, I think for sure, and I think we've seen some examples of that kind of happening here at the branch as well. So, for instance, one of our recent interns, a guy called Vass from Manchester Uni, he used his My Rio to create an ultrasonic sensory ball that can be retrofitted to the end of any white cane. News channels all over the world started publicising that project, and that exposure led Vass to being invited to join what's known as the Eye Care Initiative with the Californian Braille Institute, which he's doing later this year, and so I think that's a phenomenal start to his career. Another good one was a guy called Rob Green. For his project, he invented this ultra low cost device that allows people suffering with paralysis to speak again using either taps of the finger or blinks of their eye. And that project got him invited to join a group of researchers at Loughborough University to develop a really cutting edge breath-to-speech system for people suffering with acute paralysis. And that project that he went on to work with the researchers is now on trial in British hospitals, which is remarkable. And this whole process ended up with Rob very recently winning what's called the Rising Star of Engineering Award. So he was named one of Britain's best engineers at the prestigious Electra Awards in London.
What would be your final message to give to everyone to inspire people into engineering?
Embrace engineering as a hobby. Combine your technical and your creative sides to make your own innovations. As a bare minimum, you're going to learn valuable transferable engineering skills, but if you dream big enough, perhaps you can transform those projects into sustainable businesses. You could make the world a better place in the process.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.